Coming up next, high school volleyball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
Welcome to another edition of Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. My name is Rob Polinsky. Doing all the hard work tonight is Bob Schlembaker. He has taken the pictures. Get a look there of the Lady Titans as they are set to break the huddle of Coach Rossitano. The Lady Titans this year, they are second in the Lake Erie League right now with an overall record of 10-8. They are in second place behind Maple Heights. The Euclid Panthers, they are in third place in league play. They are behind Maple Heights and Lorain. They are 8-9 overall. These two teams met earlier this year, and Lorain won the game at Euclid in 3 games. We'll play the best 3 out of 5. Games go to 25. You must win by 2. If we get to a 5th game, then that one would go to 15. Lorain in the dark blue jersey. Well, they both got dark blue on, but Lorain in the dark blue. They've got gray numerals, and Euclid is in the dark blue with gold numbers. Starting lineups first for the Lorain Titans. It'll be starting Evelyn Williams, Stacy Labus, Sarah Leelighter, Marlena Geis, Reagan Osco, and Lindsay Williams. Starting for Rachel Urban and her Euclid Panthers, she's in her 4th year. Dana Shire, Olivia Kiauskis, Jessica Lizey, Tamaria Whitner, Dawn Madison, Rajon Harris, and Selena Vianchek. Just about set to get this one underway. Glad you could join us. Again, girls varsity volleyball tonight on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. And it'll be Euclid to serve, and serving to begin is Olivia Kiauskis. She is a junior. Euclid 8-9, Lorain 10-8. Kiauskis with the first serve of the match, and it's dug out by Geis of Lorain. The setup for Osco, and she gets it down. Lorain gets the first point. They lead 1-0. Serving for the Titans will be Reagan Osco. Reagan is a sophomore. Well, I guess we're going to replay that point. We're going to replay it. All right. A little confusion on the first point. They're going to have a redo. Set for Lorain. The spike attempt on the dugout nicely by the Panthers. The setting that over to the Titans side is Lizey. Sent over on the third hit by the Titans. That is Evelyn Williams. Lizey again deep to the back row, dug out by Leelighter. The set for Osco. Osco sends it over to the Panther side. Long volley here on point 1, and hitting that into the net is Dawn Madison, and that gives Lorain a 1-0 lead. That will mean Reagan Osco will serve. Osco is a sophomore. Madison with a set, and it is sent down. The kill by Tamaria Whitner. Tamaria Whitner with a good kill, and we're tied at 1 here early on game number 1. Serving will be Dawn Madison. Madison with a good line drive serve. Geis gets it. Now Geis will put it down and in, and Geis with the kill, and it's 2-1 Lorain. So Geis with the serve receive, got it to the setter, and then she set up Geis. Geis was able to put it down. Substitution for the Titans, it'll be Bailey Sand coming in to serve. Sand, good line drive serve. Hit into the net, and the Titans get the point. Lorain leads 3-1 here early on in game 1. Again, the first time these two teams met over in Euclid, it was Lorain over the Panthers in 3 games. Bailey Sand is set to serve. She's the libero for Lorain. Madison, cross court, sends it, and it's right on the line. Oh, they're going to say that's out. Just a little long, and it's 4-1 Lorain. Sand gets it over. And on the third hit, the libero Dana Shire for Euclid puts it over. The set, Lee Leiter puts it to the middle of the back row. And Euclid with a nice spike attempt that Bailey Sand digs out beautifully. Sent back over on the third hit by the Titans. Set up the offense, right side of the front row, cross-court hit, but hitting that out of bounds is Selena Vianchek, and the Titans have an early 5-1 lead here in game number 1. Bailey Sand, a junior, serving for the Titans. Line drive serve, dug out by Shire. Shire will send it over, but she won't get it there, and it's 6-1 Lorain. Titans have scored 5 straight points after we were tied at 1, and we have a timeout for Rachel Urban and Euclid. And Rachel telling us that the team has suffered some losses this week. A young lady is hurt, another young lady ineligible, and a third lady quit the team. So Euclid, she wasn't sure what to expect tonight with that adversity they are facing here. I want to remind all you fans that coming up on WLCS TV 20, all kinds of sports. Boy, the Lorain Titans football team off to a great start, 4-1, and they've got a big one at Bedford. And WLCS Joe Bach and his crew will have that for you. Watch for replays of that coming up. Lorain at Bedford, varsity football. That should be a really good game over at Bedford, and that will have a lot to say with the Lake Erie League this year. Following the timeout, sent back over to the Titan side. Bailey Sand puts it back over to the Panthers. And the cross-court hit, Reagan Osco gets to it. Sent over by Lee Leiter, and it's put straight down. Getting the point is Tamaria Whitner that ends the run for Lorain and makes it 6-2 Titans. And Tamaria will go back to serve. Whitner with the serve. The set for the Titans by Lindsey Williams, and the spike is out of bounds. Point will go to Euclid, makes it 6-3. Tamaria Whitner with another good serve. Set by Williams. Spike attempt by Lee Leiter, dug out nicely by Whitner. Whitner doing a lot for the Panthers of late. And that one's put straight down by Rajon Harris. Rajon Harris with the kill, 6-4. Lady Panthers on a 3-0 run following their timeout. Serve, dug out by Osco, ahead to Williams. The set for Geis, puts it straight down and in. Spike for Lorain, they lead 7-4. So that ends the run for Euclid of 3 consecutive points. And we'll have a substitution coming in to serve for the Titans is Rachel Freeman. Rachel Freeman, before the match, an outstanding rendition of the national anthem that she sang for the crowd here. Even Bob Schlembaker was impressed. Dug out beautifully by Bailey Sand, and the Titans put it over. Rajon Harris had the kill attempt that Bailey Sand was able to dig out from the back row. Titans get the point, lead at 8-4. Early on, game number 1. Freeman with another good serve. Set at the net for the Panthers for Harris, and that time the block attempt that gets through, and the point goes to Euclid. Well, going up for that block attempt for the Titans was Lee Leiter and Williams. They couldn't get it, and Euclid gets the point. They trail 8-5. Coming in to serve for the Panthers, it is freshman Brianna Roberts. Roberts with an excellent serve. Set for Lindsey Williams at the net, and we went into the net. Give the point to Euclid. (8-6) Lorain by 2. Coach Rossitano pleading her case with the official. Roberts, serve to the back row, Osco, set, Lee Leiter, spike is long, out of bounds. Point goes to Euclid, and it's 8-7 Titans. The lead is down to 1. Titans led just a few minutes ago, 6-1. Brianna Roberts sends it back to Reagan Osco. Set from the middle of the net by Sherry Rivera. Over to the Panther side. Rajon Harris trying to tie it. Bailey Sand digs it out. Marlena Geis, left side of the front row, hits it out, and we are tied at 8. 8-8. Game 1. Brianna Roberts has come off the bench and served well. Serve is sent over to the Panther side, and putting it into the net are the Panthers. Bailey Sand from the back row will send it over. The set for Rajon Harris. She goes back row, and it goes a little too deep. And the point goes to Lorain. It's 9-8 Titans. I think some of her Euclid teammates were telling Rajon, just hit it straight down. They can dig out your spike. More power to them. Geis with a line drive serve. Right side of the front row, the set, and it is sent back to the Titans side. Titans get the point. As I think we had an illegal touch by Euclid. Setting was Vianchek, and it's 10-8 Titans. Geis, a good serve. Vianchek with the set, left side front row, and it's sent into the net. Unable to put it over was Kioskis. It's 11-8 Titans. We've had 2 ties at 1 and at 8. Titans' biggest lead has been 5. Set, and the spike attempt is good by the Panthers. Olivia Kioskis makes it 11-9 Lorain. The seesaw battle in game number 1 continues. Now serving, it'll be Selena Vianchek. Vianchek, a left-handed serve. Bailey Sand from the back row. Sent over by Reagan Osco on the 3rd hit. Roberts to Vianchek, the set for Rajon Harris. She put it into the net though. And that point will go to the Titans. It's 12-9. Titans with a 3-point lead. We're in game number 1. Again, you go to 25 points. Must win by 2. Sarah Leelighter to serve for the Titans. Leelighter with an excellent serve at 13-9. Unable to dig that out was Whitner. Coach Rachel Urban setting her defense the way she wants it. Now we're set. Leelighter to serve. Excellent serve. Whitner off her hands and to the back of the gym. Point to Lorain. It's 14-9. Yeah, now they give him a point. 14-9, Rajon Harris. Nice job by Harris as she gets that down to the back row and inbounds. Point for Euclid is 14-10, Titans by 4. Excellent job by Rajon Harris, who comes out of the match now. And coming in to serve for her will be Dana Shire. Shire wearing the pink. She's the libero for Euclid. Sends it over. Set for the middle of the front row. And it's sent back to the Euclid side. And they set up to Maria Whitner. Whitner with a kill, 14-11. Euclid's within 3. Tell you, Lorain got out to that 6-1 lead, and it looked like you thought, well, they're going to run away with this, but Panthers said not so fast. Leelighter returns the serve. Ahead to Rivera, sent back over by Lindsay Williams. Point to Lorain. 15-11 Lady Titans. And checking in for the Titans, it'll be Evelyn Williams, a freshman. She comes in for Sherry Rivera. Lindsay Williams will hit it into the net. Point to Euclid on that unforced error, on that missed serve. 15-12 Lorain. Serving for the Panthers, Olivia Kioskis. Kioskis sends it over to the Titans side. Evelyn Williams trying to run it down, and it was hit into the net. Point to Euclid, or Lindsay Williams, I'm sorry. 15-13 Lorain. Kioskis serving her team down by 2. Williams with the set. Reagan Osco with the kill, but it was blocked right back at her and inbounds. Point to Euclid, makes it 15-14. So the Titan lead is down to 1. Excellent block by the Panthers. And now an opportunity to tie this match. Kioskis with the serve. Geis from the back row to Williams. Cross-court hit for the Titans by Evelyn Williams. Now sent back over by Sarah Leelighter to the Euclid side. The set and the spike attempt is dug out by Leelighter over to Reagan Osco. Osco cross-court, beautifully dug out by the Panthers. Stacy Labus puts it into the net, and we are tied at 15. Well, Euclid has battled here in game one. We were tied at 1, tied at 8, and now we're tied at 15. Kioskis to Geis, set by Williams. Lindsay Williams over to Evelyn Williams. Point Euclid. Euclid gets their first lead of game one. Panthers have come all the way back after trailing 6-1. They've taken their first lead of the match with 16-15. Geis to Lindsay Williams, right back to Geis. Geis with a kill, but it is dug out by the Panthers. Battle at the net, and that's going to go to Lorain. Lorain wins the battle at the net. We're tied at 16. And let's see if the Titans now can get on a little bit of a roll. As serving, it'll be Reagan Osco. Very close game one, tied at 16, and that ace, Dana Shire, couldn't dive to get it. 17-16 Lorain. Osco serving, line drive serve. Shire digs it out. The set, middle of the front row, sent back over by Dawn Madison. Now the set for Tamira Whitner. It was blocked, but blocked out of bounds. Point to Euclid. We are tied at 17. So we've been tied at 15, 16, and now 17. And serving for Euclid is Dawn Madison. To Leelighter. They're setting up Marlena Geis for the kill. Left side front row. And she gets it. Titans lead 18-17. Well, Lynn Rossitano and the Titans would like to see a lot more of that right now from Marlena Geis if they can feed it to her. Serving will be Bailey Sand, her team up by 1. Sand with a good line drive serve that's dug out by the Panthers. Sent back over on the third hit, cross court, but way out of bounds. That time, that was Jessica Lizey. As she got it over her, but it was out of bounds. Titans wisely let it go out, and the Titans lead 19-17. Bailey Sand goes back to retrieve the ball, and we're set to get back underway. Vianchek with the set for Lizey. Lizey had a block right back at her. Madison sends it over to the Titans. The set, middle of the front row, Leelighter dug out nicely from the back by the Panthers. Geis over to Lindsay Williams, sent back over by Evelyn Williams to the Euclid side. Now the Panthers trying to set up their offense. They send it over. Now the set for Geis and the kill. It is blocked right back at her, dug out nicely by Osco. Long rally. Leelighter tries to dink it over, and the Panthers are going to get to it though. And on the third hit, digging that out was a Vianchek. And we've got a whistle, and what? I think one of the Titans was into the net. They were. Point to Euclid after that long rally, and it's 19-18. So the Lorain lead is 19-18. Serving is Tamaria Whitner. She did a good job serving earlier in this game. Bailey Sand from the back row to Lindsay Williams. The set for Geis, middle of the front row. Rajon Harris battling there for Euclid. Williams again now for Evelyn Williams. Evelyn Williams and the Rajon Harris, and the point goes to the Titans after the miss hit. 20-18 Titans. Substitution, Rachel Freeman comes in to serve for Lorain. Freeman, a junior. Her team up by 2, 20-18. Freeman deep serve, and that's actually too deep. Out of bounds. Point to Euclid on the missed serve, 20-19 Lorain. Brianna Roberts with a serve for Euclid as they try to tie it. Set for Rajon Harris. He gets it down. Bailey Sand dug it out. Sent over on the third hit by the Titans. Excuse me. And Euclid is going to get the point as Selena Vianchek with that left-handed kill ties it at 20. This is the 6th tie of game number 1. 1, 8, 15, 16, 17, and now tied at 20. Sherry Rivera with the set. Lee Leiter with the kill attempt, dug out by the Panthers. Left side of the front row off Bailey Sand. And we have what? A call going against Euclid. Not sure what that was. It went against Euclid and the hit by Kiauskis. Titans get the point. They lead 21-20. Geis serving. Marlena sends it over to Brianna Roberts of Euclid. Rajon Harris puts it to the Titan side to Reagan Osco. The kill is dug out nicely by the Panthers. Kiauskis again this time gets the kill as it was blocked off of Titan and out of bounds. We're tied at 21. So this nip and tuck affair in game 1 continuing. Serving is a Vianchek. Left-handed line drive serve. Geis gets it ahead. Lindsey Williams puts it down, but is dug out by the Panthers. Sent back to the Titan side. The set for Osco, left side front row. It's good. Reagan Osco with the kill. 22-21. Lorain by 1. Stacy Labus now will come in. Labus to the left side of that front row, in for Bailey Sand, and serving is Sarah Lee Leiter. Titans up by 1, serving late game 1. Lee Leiter dug out by Whitner. The set for Rajon Harris, and her skill is good, and we are tied once again at 22 all. Eighth tie of game number 1. Serving is Dana Shire. Set by Rivera. Osco middle of the front row. Gets it down. Titans with a point. 23-22 Lorain. Coming in for the Titans, Evelyn Williams. She comes in for Sherry Rivera. Both the young ladies set for Lorain. It'll be Lindsey Williams serving. Titans 2 points away from game 1. Shire sends it back to the Titans, and right there to kill it. It was a combination of Labus and I believe Osco, and we are at game point. Timeout Euclid. So Euclid takes their second timeout of game 1. They took their first one after they were trailing 6-1, then they rattled off 3 consecutive points. Lorain got the first point. We were then tied at 1. We were tied at 8, tied at 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, and 22. The only lead for Euclid in game number 1. They led by 1 point briefly, 16-15. But Lorain, after the 1-1 tie, went on a 5-0 run to go up 6-1. A timeout for Euclid. They went on a 3-0 run to close the gap to 6-4, and ever since that point, it's really been a close game throughout. Again, 8 ties, 1 lead change. I should say 2 lead changes. And Lindsey Williams serving for game 1. Dug out by the Panthers, but they're not going to be able to save it. It goes into the crowd, and Lorain wins game 1, 25-22. So game 1 goes to the Lorain Titans as they're going to switch sides. As you see the Lorain benches, Bob Schlumbaker gets you that. We're going to take this timeout. When we come back, game number 2, varsity girls volleyball. Lorain and Euclid will have game 2 right after this timeout. You're watching girls varsity volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools television.
Hey Luda, got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm really worried. One of my friends is living on the street.
I know someone who can help.
Who?
1-800-RUNAWAY.org. They help kids having a rough time at home, in school, or on the street. You can do a live chat on their site. They will help get her to safety.
Thanks, Ludacris.
Trust the National Runaway Switchboard. If you're having a hard time, get online or call to chat now.
Welcome back. Game number 2 just getting underway. Rajon Harris spikes it for Euclid, gets the point. Euclid gets the first lead, 1-0. Game number 2, game 1 went to Lorain. It was close. Lorain won it by a score of 25-22. Set by Lindsay Williams for her sister Evelyn Williams. Sent back to the back row for the Panthers. For the Panthers, sending that over was Jessica Lizey. Stacy Labus, middle of the front row for Lorain. Puts it right back to the Euclid side. Nice block there by Labus and Asko on the kill attempt. And now Stacy Labus again, and that one's dug out beautifully from the back row by Euclid. Really long rally here early in game 2. Asko back to the Euclid side. On the third hit, they're going to get it back to Lorain. Titans on the offense. Asko with the cross-court kill. It's good. We're tied at 1. For Lorain, Sarah Leelighter, Reagan Asko, Lindsay Williams, Evelyn Williams, Marlena Geis, and Stacy Labus. Lorain serving. They are in the dark blue uniforms with the gray numerals. Euclid dark blue uniforms with the gold numerals, and they have the white trim on their jerseys. From the middle row, I should say the middle of the back row, was Olivia Kioskis sending it over for Euclid. Lindsay Williams back to Stacy Labus in the corner, and that is going to be good. Point to Lorain on the line, and it's 3-1 Titans. So Lorain leads it 2-1. Early stages of game 2. Asko with the serve. Right side of the front row, Tamaria Whitner hit it just long. Point to Lorain, it's 3-1. Asko line drive serve. Vianchek sends it over to Lizey. Lizey got it over to the Titan side. Set by Vianchek. Whitner went for it, but it was blocked nicely by Labus and Geis. Whitner sends it back to the Titans. Lindsay Williams with a set from Marlena Geis, and the block is good. I should say the kill is good. The block attempt went out of bounds. Lorain leads 4-1. Well, Geis got up for that one, cranked it up, and got the point. Bob Schlembaker, I think, will find a highlight for that one. Not easy to impress, Bob, but I think he was impressed that time. Asko, nice serve, dug out by the Panthers. Sent back to Leelighter, over to Lindsay Williams. Lindsay Williams over to Evelyn Williams. Williams sends it over to the Panthers. Left side, front row, Lizey. Dug out by Asko. Lindsay Williams to Marlena Geis. Geis again, dug out by Lizey. And on the third hit, getting it over for Euclid that time was Kioskis. Leelighter from the back row sends it to the Panthers. Vianchek with a set, and Rajan Harris had to go, I should say, Tamaria Whitner had to go off her, and Lorain gets the point. Titans on a 5-0 run, lead at 5-1. Titans led early in game 1, 6-1, before Euclid got back in it. Very tight game 1 with 8 ties, a couple of lead changes. Lorain finally won at 25-22. Lindsay Williams over to Stacy Labus. Labus back to the Panthers. Euclid sends it over on the third hit. Lindsay Williams with the set. Marlena Geis had a block right back at her. Nice job by the Panthers. Right side of the front row, it is sent deep that time and out of bounds by Evelyn Williams. Point to Euclid. That ends the run at 5 points for Lorain, and it's a 5-2 Lorain lead with Euclid serving. And it'll be Tamaria Whitner, a senior, to serve for Euclid. Serve, Lindsay Williams over to Geis. Geis got it over. I think the Euclid Panthers were anticipating the kill, and Geis that time just dinked it over. Got the point. Lorain leads 6-2. Bailey Sand will come in to serve for Lorain. Set. Rajan Harris with a kill. It's good. Wow. That is a good-looking sophomore volleyball player. Rajan Harris, 6'3", Euclid down. Coming in to serve is Brianna Roberts, a freshman. We saw her come in to serve in game 1 a couple of times. Bailey Sand Over to Lindsey Williams from the back row. It is sent over by Osco. Brianna Roberts now will have to send it over on the third hit. She's able to do it. Lindsey Williams with the set. Marlena Geis spike is dug out by the Panthers. They're going to try to get it over on the third hit, and they do so, but they put it out of bounds. Point to Lorain. Titans lead 7-3. Rachel Freeman will come in to serve for the Titans. Rajon Harris hits it back over to the Titan side. Lindsey Williams with the set. Sarah Leelighter with the kill that was dug out. Harris battles at the net. Williams to Geis. Geis had it blocked right back at her. Nice rally right here. Geis again, dinks it over, it's good. That's a couple of times she has dinked it over the outstretched defenders. Going up for the block. Gives the Titans another point. They lead 8-3. Freeman to serve. And the junior sends it over to the Panther side. Rajon Harris. Leelighter with a set to Marlena Geis. Dug out by the Panthers, and digging that out was Rajon Harris. Leelighter with a spike. It's going to be good off the block of Harris. It went out of bounds. 9-3 Titans. And we've got a timeout for Euclid. Thanks to Bob Schlembaker. We can tell you as you look at the huddle, we've got a steak fry benefit dinner. It's coming up on Saturday, October 18th. Tickets are $20 a person. It's a T-bone dinner, raffles, 50-50 cash bar. This benefit will be held at the Westlake Yachting Club, the Wheelhouse Restaurant on California Avenue in Lorain. It's from 6 to 10 p.m. All proceeds go to the Kenny Clark family to help with his outstanding medical bills. Kenny was diagnosed with advanced stage 4 lung and brain cancer in July of this year, and he is retired from the Lorain City school system as the head groundskeeper. So don't forget that benefit dinner is October 18th. Point for Lorain off the block. They lead 10-3. You need more information? Call Tina at 949-9416, Tara at 308-9625, or Amber at 308-8693. Euclid trailing 10-4. Vianchek with a left-handed serve. That one is well out of bounds. Long point to the Titans. They lead 11-4. Excuse me. It'll be Marlena Geis to serve. Titans lead 1-0, and they lead here in game 2, 11-4. Set, and it is sent over by the Panthers that time. Kiauskis to Leelighter. Leelighter back to the Panthers side. Setting for the Panthers is Dawn Madison. Madison again with another set. Set by Kiauskis, and it's long. Out of bounds, 12-4 Lorain. So Lorain dominating here in game 2 after a very close game 1. It'll be Marlena Geis to serve. Geis with a long serve, and it is just long, out of bounds. Point to Euclid. It's 12-5. And now coming in to serve is Dana Shire for the Panthers. Shire to Bailey Sand. The set, Lindsey Williams back over to Brianna Roberts. Kiauskis cross-court spike, dug out by Geis. Set by Evelyn Williams to Reagan Osco. Osco's kill is good off the block of Euclid, out of bounds, 13-5. Lorain leads. Sarah Leelighter, Brianna Roberts. Set, and it is sent by Whitner, but it blocked nicely by the Titans. Point for Lorain. They lead 14-5. So the Titans trying to make quick work of game 2. Out to a nice 9-point lead, and it'll be Sarah Leelighter to serve. She's a sophomore. Serve sent back by Brianna Roberts. Tamaria Whitner over to Leelighter. And Reagan Osco for Lorain puts it back to the Euclid side. Kioskis will send it back to the Titans. Evelyn Williams, instead of setting it, will dink it over to the Euclid side. They set up Rajon Harris, dug out nicely, and we're going to get an illegal hit on Lorain. And that point gives it to Euclid. It's 14-6. And coming in for Euclid, it will be Emily McCodlow. McCodlow in for the first time. Serving is Olivia Kioskis. Set for Reganosco. McCodlow sends it back over to her teammate, Vianchek, who put it over to the Titans. And we have a point that's going to go to Euclid on another illegal hit by the Titans. And Titans have doubled up Euclid here in game 2, 14-7. Serving, Kioskis. Nice line drive serve. Dug out by the Titans. Marlena Geis from the back row. And she is going to get the point, as unable to pass it to a teammate was Dana Shire. 15-7 Lorain here in game 2. Substitutions for the Titans and Coach Rossitano. Coming out is Sherry Rivera. Coming in is Evelyn Williams. Stacy Labus from the middle of the front row goes up and puts it straight down. Point for Lorain, 16-7. Impressive from the senior Stacy Labus, who went up and put that one straight down. It'll be Lindsey Williams serving for the Titans. Lindsey sends it to the back row. McCodlow had a block right back at her, and we're going to have a fourth hit on Euclid that time, I believe. It is, and it's 17-7, Titans by 10. Lindsey Williams, excellent serve, dug out beautifully by young lady Shire for Euclid. Got it back to the Lorain side. Reganosco had it blocked right back at her by Whitner. Battle at the net. Stacy Leba sends it over to the Euclid side, and McCodlow will get the point for Euclid at 17-8. Euclid gets the point. They need a lot more. They trail 17-8 here in game 2. And serving will be Dawn Madison. Dawn Madison to serve. Geis dug it out. Stacy Labus with the kill, it's good, and Lorain leads by 10, 18-8. Euclid got the first point of this game to go up 1-0. Lorain then would go on a 5-0 run to go up 5-1, and they've never looked back. Osco with the serve. Set by the Panthers, spike attempt, Whitner is good. Tamaria Whitner with a nice spike from the senior from the right side of the front row. 18-9, and that will bring in Rajon Harris. The young sophomore goes to the left side of that front row with Whitner to serve. And Euclid wants to get points with Harris on the floor. Geis with the spike attempt, dug out. Now the set for Harris. Harris with the kill that is dug out by the Titans. Stacy Labus sends it back over off of Harris, inbounds for Lorain. And the Titans get the point, and they lead 19-9. So the Titans up 19-9. Bailey Sand to serve. Sand, deep serve, too deep, out of bounds. Point to Euclid. It's 19-10 Lorain. Game number 2. Lorain leads at 1-0. They won the first game 25-22. Brianna Roberts back in for Euclid to serve. Bailey Sand passes ahead to Lindsey Williams to Marlena Geis. Geis with the kill. It is good off of Dawn Madison. Point goes to the Titans. They have doubled up Euclid 20-10. And we get a timeout for fourth-year coach Rachel Urban. And while they take this time, we want to remind you once again about the Steak Fry Benefit Dinner coming up in a couple of Saturdays on October 18th. $20 a person. They've got a T-bone dinner, raffles, 50-50, a cash bar for the Kenny Clark family. Kenny was diagnosed with advanced stage 4 lung and brain cancer in July of 2014. This recent diagnosis has been very difficult for him, his family, and friends. He's retired from the Lorain City School System as the head groundskeeper at George Daniel Stadium. So the family wants to thank you in advance to attending the cancer benefit dinner. The Clark family awaits your attendance from 6 to 10 p.m. Saturday, October 18th. All proceeds go to the Clark family to pay for the medical bills. Lindsey Williams with the set. Spike attempt is dug out nicely by Euclid. We'll get to the phone numbers right after this point. Bailey Sand digs it out. Lindsey Williams puts it into the net, point for Euclid. So if you're interested in going, it's going to be at the Westlake Yachting Club at the Wheelhouse Restaurant. That's on California Avenue right here in Lorain. For tickets, you can call Tina 949-9416. Tara 308-9625. Her Amber 308-8693. And the Clark family would appreciate it if you can make it. 20-11. Euclid down by 9. And beautiful job by Reagan Osco trying to keep that alive, but she sent it out of bounds. Point to Euclid. Panthers with consecutive points following their timeout. They've cut into the lead. It's 20-12 Lorain. Serving is Selena Vianchek. Vianchek, just a sophomore, left-handed serve. And sent back over by the Titans, but they send it to Rajon Harris, who's able to put it down. 3 straight points for Euclid, and all of a sudden it's 20-13. Vianchek, line drive, dug out Osco, sent over by Reagan Osco. Brianna Roberts, back row for Euclid. Left side of the front row, the kill attempt by Kiauskis, dug out. Middle of the front row, Lee Leiter. And we're going to get an illegal hit on Lorain, or on Euclid, I'm sorry, I should say. Illegal hit on Euclid. And it's 21-13. Lorain's lead is 8. That means Marlena Geist to serve. And the line drive serve is sent over and killed by the Titans. Reagan Osco, 22-13, Lorain. Geis. That time it's too deep and out of bounds. 22-14, Euclid gets the point. They draw it with an 8. Dana Shire comes in. Coming out will be Rajon Harris. Bailey Sand. Over to Sherry Rivera. Reagan Osco had it blocked right back at her. Right side of the front row. Lee Leiter gets the spike. It's good. And the Titans are 2 points away from game 2. It's 23-14. Sarah Lee Leiter to serve. Dug out by Shire. There's Stacy Labus going up for the kill. Euclid sends it back over. Geis to Sherry Rivera. Lindsey Williams gets it down. It's good, and we're at game point. Game point here for game number 2. Titans out in front comfortably, 24-14. Lee Leiter gets it over. Euclid needs to get it over here on the third hit. Dawn Madison does so. Sherry Rivera with the set. Reagan Osco for game 2. Brianna Roberts, though, gets to it. Sent back over by Whitner and the Panthers. Rivera again with the set. Marlena Geis for game number 2. Dug out by Roberts, and they send it over to the Titan side. The Euclid staying alive here. Stacy Labus puts it into the net, and Euclid is able to get that point, and they keep game 2 going. It's 24-15, the Titans lead. Emily McCodlow, who we saw earlier, is back in. Serve goes into the net, and game 2 goes to Lorain. They win it 25-15. So the Titans have gone up 2 games to none. They win game 1, 25-22. Game number 2, 25-15. We'll take this time out. When we return, we'll have game number 3, girls varsity volleyball from Lorain High School. It's Lorain and Euclid. You're watching WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools television.
Can I go to the sleepover?
Lucy,
I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
Mom.
I promise you, your real friends won't care. Deal?
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov. A public service message from the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration.
Game number 3, Lorain leads 2-0. They win this game. They will have swept Euclid. And the first point of game 3 goes to the Panthers. They lead at 1-0. They led game 2 1-0. It would prove to be their only lead of the game. We only had one tie in game 2, and that was at 1. And then after that, Lorain dominated. Stacy Labus, middle of the front row, puts it back to the Panther side. Whitner has it dug out by Geis. Geis over to Lindsey Williams. Labus sends it back, but she hits it into the net. Panthers lead 2-0. For the Panthers, this 2-0 lead, that's their biggest lead of the night. They led in game 1 once, 16-15. They led in game 2 once, 1-0. Whitner, and the point goes to Lorain, is unable to put that over the net, was Euclid. It's going to be Reagan Osco, Sarah Leelighter, Lindsey Williams, Stacy Labus, Evelyn Williams, Marlena Geis to begin game 3 for Lorain. Sent over on the third hit by Dana Shire. Set by Lindsey Williams for Geis. She cranks it up and we're tied at 2. For Euclid, third game at Shire. Also out there they have Olivia Kiauskis, Tamira Whitner, Selena Vianchek, Dawn Wilson, and the other young lady is Emily Mikado. Dawn Madison, I'm sorry. And Euclid's able to get it over. Nice job by the young ladies. Leelighter from the back row, dug out by Shire. The set by Vianchek. Makadlo puts it back over to Geis. Lindsey Williams now will set up Geis. Geis with a kill attempt. Nice job by Dana Shire going out to dig that out. Makadlo sends it over on the third hit for Euclid. Lindsey Williams with a set. Evelyn Williams with a kill. That is dug out by the back row Vianchek of Euclid. We're tied at 2 early going game 3. Geis sends it over. Shire goes down to get it. Dawn Madison wins that battle at the net that time for Euclid. Sent over on the third hit by the Titans. Now they're going to set up Makadlo. Makadlo battling at the net. Geis has it for Lorain. Good long rally. Evelyn Williams that time will hit it too deep and out of bounds. Euclid leads 3-2. So Euclid off to a good start here in game 3. They lead at 3-2. Dawn Madison, a junior, to serve for Euclid. Excellent serve. Leelighter gets there. Lindsey Williams over to Marlena Geis, blocked out of bounds. Lorain point. We're tied at 3. Bailey Sand will come in for Stacy Labus to serve. Sand. Back over, and it is nice job there at the net. Leelighter and Geis went up off of that hit from Whitner. They were able to get to it, and the Titans lead 4-3. So Bailey Sand once again to serve. Sand, line drive off the net, stays in play, back to the Euclid side. Whitner sends it back to the Titans. The set for Leelighter. She sends it to the back row, dug out by the Panthers, and going up for the spike is Whitner, and we're tied at 4. 3 ties already in the early going. We were tied at 2, 3, and at 4. And serving, it is Tamaria Whitner. Panthers down 2-0. You played the best 3 of 5, so Euclid would need to win the next 3 games to win the match. Lorain needs to just win 1 of the next 3 to win this match and stay in second place in the Lake Erie League. Battle at the net. This time it goes to Vianchek and the Panthers, and Euclid leads 5-4. Serving is Whitner. Whitner off the top of the net, and a little bit of luck that time on the side of the Panthers. They lead it 6-4. She served it right off the top of the net, and it fell over on the Lorain side for the ace. Whitner again this time. The line drive goes over the net easily. Bailey Sand got it to Lee Leiter. Lee Leiter back to the Panthers, but they put it into the net and dug out that time, though, by Geis to Lindsey Williams. Sets up Geis. Geis with the kill. It is blocked, stays in play. Lorain can't get to it. Euclid with another point. Panthers with their biggest lead at 7-4. 3-0 run for Euclid. Coach Rossitano out talking to her team. Geis, middle of the front row, back over to the Euclid side. Vianchek set. Rajon Harris dug out Bailey Sand. Over to Lindsey Williams in the back row. Reagan Osco sends it over, and it's good. Point to the Titans, and it's 7-5 Euclid with the lead. Rachel Freeman will come in to serve for the Titans. So the Titans find themselves down for the first time in this match. They trail right now by 2. Freeman, line drive. Set by Vianchek for Rajon Harris. Had it blocked right back at her by Lindsey Williams, and also battling at the net, Lee Leiter, and they win that battle. Boy, Lindsey Williams and Lee Leiter got up there a couple of times, and the Titans get the point, and they trail 7-6. Lindsey Williams and Sarah Lee Leiter, a couple of sophomore classmates out there here on the varsity. From the back row, Euclid's able to send it over, and then battling at the net and putting it straight down to Selena Vianchek for Euclid, and the Panthers lead by 2 at 8-6. For Lorain coming in, it will be Sherry Rivera, the senior setter. Talked with Coach Bancic. Sherry back in there now. Coach Bancic telling me before the match that she's been fighting an injury. So good to see Sherry out there. Vianchek for Euclid. Dug up by Lee Leiter. Sent back over on the third hit by Sherry Rivera. Now the Panthers set up. Vianchek went off Bailey Sand, and the point goes to Euclid. And Euclid has equaled their biggest lead of game 3 at 3 points, 9-6. Euclid trying to get to a 4th game here tonight. Serving for the Panthers. Geis sends it over. That's just into the game. Taja Smith came in to serve. Point goes to Lorain. It's 9-7. 9-7 Lorain. Smith comes in to serve. Doesn't get the point. She'll come out. And it will be Geis to serve for Lorain. Geis serves, it's an ace. 9-8, Euclid's lead is 1. Geis will try to tie it here. Game 3. Lorain leads 2-0. Rob Polinsky here with you. Bob Schlumbaker doing all the hard work at the cameras, doing a good job. Brianna Roberts that time with a nice dig. Reagan Osco sends it back to the Panthers. The set. And the kill attempt by Euclid is dug out by Geis. Over to Osco. Third hit, Sherry Rivera sends it back to the Panther side. And going up for the kill that time and getting it is Olivia Kiauskis, a junior. So Euclid leads by 2 at 10-8. And serving it will be Selena Vianchek. Vianchek, left-handed serve for the sophomore. Sherry Rivera, middle with the set, and Lee Leiter with the spike that went off the Panther out of bounds. Point to Lorain, they trail 10-9. So Sarah Lee Leiter with a chance to serve for a tie here as the Titans trail 10-9. Lee Leiter over to Whitner. Whitner to Vianchek. Vianchek hits it to the Lorain side. Sherry Rivera with the set. Reagan Osco had it blocked right back at her. Osco again battles, and Osco wins that battle at the net. We're tied at 10. So we've been tied at 2, at 3, at 4, and once again at 10. Sarah Lelighter will try to give Lorain the lead. Lelighter, good deep serve. Set for Rajon Harris, right side of the front row, and a nice job by Harris. She hit it where the defense wasn't. Puts it down deep in the corner. Euclid leads 11-10. Euclid serving. Middle of the front row. Reagan Osco hits it deep. It's out of bounds. Point to Euclid. 12-10. Panthers lead by 2. Euclid trying to get to a 4th game. Lorain trying to get a 3-game sweep of this match. Middle of the front row. Rivera to Geis. Geis with a kill, and that is good. Point to Lorain. It's 12-11. Titans within 1. Evelyn Williams, the freshman, will come in for Sherry Rivera. Serve dug out by Roberts. Left side of the front row, Whitner sends it back to the Titans side, and the Titans with a miss hit that time on the set. Give the point to Euclid. It's 13-11 Euclid. Last time Lorain led in game 3, it was 4-3. They trail now 13-11. So they have played from behind this game. Labus with the kill, it's good. Lorain with the point, they trail 13-12. Most points they've trailed by in this game is 3. 7-4. 9-6. A couple of times they've trailed by 3, and it's a 1-point game right now. Reagan Osco serving for Lorain, and putting it straight down is Marlena Geis, and we are tied at 13. Geis with the point. Osco again trying to give Lorain the lead. Sent over and out of bounds that time by the Panthers. Point to Lorain, and the Titans lead 14-13. Osco, line drive serve. Set by Vianchek to Whitner. Whitner from the middle of the front row. Lindsey Williams digs it out for the Titans. Marlena Geis will dink it over, and it's good. Off of the block of Madison and Whitner. Lorain leads 15-13. And let's see if the Titans now can put this stubborn Euclid team away in 3 games. They won the first game 25-22. Won game number 2 25-15. They lead here 15-13. Nice job. Shire diving to get that one, but putting it into the net was Whitner. And Lorain all of a sudden leads 16-13. And you wonder if a little air has come out of the Euclid balloon a little bit here in game 3. It's a 5-0 run for the Titans. Whitner sends it back over on the 3rd hit to the Titan side. Lindsey Williams with the set. Marlena Geis with the spike. It's good. Lorain leads 17-13. 6-0 run for the Titans. Reagan Osco to serve. That line drive is going to go over the head and out of bounds. Good job by Euclid letting that go by, and that was Olivia Kioskis, a junior, that watched that sail over her head, did not play it wisely, and Euclid gets the point, trailing 17-14. Now Dawn Madison to serve for Euclid, and into the net was Lindsey Williams. That will give the point to Euclid. Euclid gets the point as Williams was into the net. It's 17-15. Titans still lead, but it's down to 2. Madison back to Lelighter. Lelighter again, the battle at the net again. It goes to Euclid. To Maria Whitner with the battle. 3 straight points for Euclid and a timeout. First timeout of the game, of the match actually, for Lorain. Coach Rossitano wants to talk to her team, and Bob Schlumbaker gets a shot of that huddle. Gives us another opportunity to tell you about the Steak Fry Benefit Dinner coming up October 18th for $20 for the Kenny Clark family. It's going to be held at the Westlake Yachting Club at the Wheelhouse Restaurant there. It's on California Avenue in Lorain. If you're interested, please call Tina, 949-9416, Tara, 308-9625, or Amber, 308-8693. For $20, they have a T-bone dinner. They're going to have raffles, a 50-50 raffle, and a cash bar for the Kenny Clark family. Kenny was diagnosed with advanced stage 4 lung and brain cancer in July of this year. He is retired from the Lorain City School System as the head groundskeeper at George Daniel Stadium. So please join the Kenny Clark family in going to that steak fry on October 18th. Dawn Madison to serve, trying to tie game 3 here. 17-16, Titans by 1. Geis with the spike attempt. It is blocked out of bounds. Point to Lorain. It's 18-16 Titans. And it'll be Bailey Sand in the serve for the Lorain Titans. Vianchek with the set, spike attempt, dug out by the Titans. Lindsey Williams will set up Geis. Geis with a kill, it's good. Straight down, that was impressive. Marlena Geis, the senior, maybe her most impressive kill of the night. And that gives the Titans a 3-point lead at 19-16. Titans trying to close out Euclid here in 3 straight. Sand over to Dawn Madison, set by Vianchek. Whitner hits it long out of bounds, 20-16 Lorain. Titans again to serve. Sand into the net, it goes off the net, ace. Well, Euclid had a fortunate bounce earlier. Lorain just got one back right there. Bailey Sand hit it into the net, over the net, and it fell in between the defense for an ace. 21-16, Titans by 5. We've been tied at 2, 3, 4, 10, and 13 here in game number 3. That serve is too long out of bounds. Point to Euclid, 21-17. Euclid's last lead was 13-12. Titans were down 13-11. They went on a 6-0 run to go from down 2 to up 4. Geis with a kill that's dug out by the Panthers. Set for Sarah Leelighter. Her kill is good. 22-17. Titans 3 points away from this match. 3 points away from a 3-game sweep, and Rachel Freeman will come in for Evelyn Williams. Freeman will try to serve out the match. Freeman sends it over, and there's the first point. Whitner wasn't able to send it over. 23-17. And we're going to get a timeout for Euclid. Euclid timeout. Again, the Euclid Panthers got out to a 2-0 lead here in game number 1. We were tied at 2, then tied at 3, and tied at 4. From that point on, Euclid was able to get a 3-0 run to go up 7-4. They led 10-9. We were tied at 10. Euclid, though, again, would stay out in front by 2 at 12-10 and 13-12. Lorain got the last tie of this game at 13-13, and since then it has been all Titans. They lead 23-17. Vianchek over to Rajon Harris. Rajon Harris puts it down. It's good. Point for Euclid. 23-18. They get Rajon Harris back into the front row, and coming in the serve is freshman Brianna Roberts. So Euclid down 5, 23-18. Brianna Roberts with the serve. Reagan Osco over to Sherry Rivera. Marlena Geis, cross-court spike. It's good, and we're at match point. Titans up 24-18. Match point number 1. Trying to get a 3-game sweep. Make Bob Schlumbaker happy. Geis with the serve. Vianchek with the set for Harris, and set. And the point goes to Euclid. Rajon Harris gets the kill. 24-19. Serving. Selena Vianchek. Match point number 2. Geis to Sherry Rivera, over to Reagan Osco, and that time it is blocked out of bounds, and the match goes to Lorain. So Lorain with a sweep, they win it 25-22, 25-15, and 25-19. They win 3 games to none, but 3 relatively close games, pretty good games. For the Titans, they improved to 11-8. For Euclid, they're going to drop to 8-10. Up next for Lorain, they will be home on Monday to entertain Westlake in a non-conference game. They will then play Tuesday in senior night as they host Cleveland Heights, and we'll have that for you. Freshman, JV, and varsity will have all 3 matches on WLCS TV 20. Freshman, JV, and varsity will have it for you as they'll close out on senior night. That is going to be October 7th. Well, we've got a lot of people to thank as you take a look at the huddle as Coach Rossitano and her assistants have a conversation with the Lorain girls as they get the win. A lot of people want to thank Bob Schlumbaker, all his hard work coming over here and doing the video to bring this to you. And most of all, we want to thank you for watching. Again, Lorain wins it in 3 games, 25-22, 25-15, and 25-19. This is Rob Polinsky one more time reminding you you've been watching Girls Varsity Volleyball on WLCS TV 20, home of Lorain City Schools Television. Have a good night, everybody.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.